Good evening, ladies and gents, and what's happening, my people? Welcome to the evening edition of Frankly Uber. Now, in case you're wondering what the hell you're seeing on the screen, this is Deliveroo. And yep, I had signed up for Deliveroo just before December. I got approved actually quite quickly. About within 2 weeks, I was approved to join. So I done my first. I done it my first time just after Christmas. I started with editions where you wait at a certain place. They've got a kitchen there of about 4 to 5 different restaurants. They cook it there and then you deliver. But that was crap because I only got one delivery. Then I decided to do the town centre, and that was completely different. But anyway, let me log in now because I've just finished doing 2 deliveries. So okay, so I need to drive closer to the zone. Right. So let me just drive closer. So yeah, guys, I've just done 2 deliveries so far. I was supposed to start. I started at 7 o'clock. I was able to log in about 10 to 7, and I got as soon as I logged on, I got my first order. So I went to pick that up. I mean, the good thing about delivery is that everything is just literally about less than a mile away, about half or about a mile away. So, you know, it's not bad. You know, I mean, the only downside is obviously you have to go and get down off the car and go to the restaurant, and then likewise again when you have to deliver the food. And obviously at night it's difficult when you have got to look for house numbers and so forth. But yeah, I mean, the second time I did it, like I said, I worked in the town centre, and I done 4 deliveries, and that was like about 20 pounds I made normally. And then plus I had it was on a surge as well, so I had £1 extra for every delivery I did. So yeah, I worked out to almost be about, what was that, £26 for that 1 hour. You know, not having to deal with any customers or you know, not driving back, driving out some distance and then going back with dead miles. So yeah, it's not bad, guys. I mean, you know, I used to do delivery before I used to do Uber anyway, so I'm no stranger to this kind of work. But look, as you can see now, I'm trying to get online, but it was telling me I need to go closer to the town centre. So, and I'm less than 2 minutes away. I'm actually in the town centre, but I need to go in the zone apparently. So yeah, that's a bit mad like that. This is, but yeah. But anyway, I will let's see now here. I will just shut up, really, to be fair. So, well, you know, there's not much for me to say at the moment, but I'll keep the video running, and obviously, if an order comes up, then you'll see. Well, as soon as if I can manage to get online, that is, which I'm trying to, but it's not allowing me to. Keep saying change zone. Why change zone? You know. So yeah. So in Reading there are 2 versions. So there's the town centre, which is it's called RDG, and then you've got sorry, I got them mixed up the other way around. RDG is basically Deliveroo editions, which, like I said earlier, it's about 5 restaurants in one place where they cook the food, and then you basically just deliver it out from that one place. So all the drivers, scooter riders, bikers, they all congregate in that one place, and obviously the pings come in as and when. Okay, yeah, hey, I've managed to log on then, in which case. So yeah, like I said, I've done 2 deliveries so far. So not bad going, what, in 20 minutes, 2 deliveries. So that's £9 I've made, roughly. I'm just trying to get out of the traffic here. Sorry, it's not £9, it's £8 I've made. I'm just rounding this up because obviously the per hour rate is £4.25. So, yeah. And there's a bit of traffic here in the town centre at the moment, as you can see. Well, you can't see because I've switched off the camera. No point talking to you. Well, for you guys to see my face if you can't see my face. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought I'd give this a try, so I'm doing a double shift. So Bina Tandoori I've got next now, and that's in Caversham. So I'm going to go and grab this. and obviously used my Google map to help me here. So yeah, the place is 6 minutes away. Okay, so no problem. I shall do that in which case. And yeah, guys, I don't know if you want me to keep talking or whatever have you, but so I'm going to an Indian restaurant at the moment to pick up some food. I don't know where the destination is. It could be around the corner, or it could be a half a mile away or a mile away. I'm not too sure. So this will be my third one now for the hour. So far, within the hour, I'm about to make £12 once I complete this delivery, and more likely I'll get another one, so that will be £16 an hour. Now again, you know, obviously because I'm driving a car, there's expenses attached to it, but imagine if you were doing this via a scooter or an electric scooter, which I'm looking into actually looking into getting an electric scooter, and yeah, probably gonna pack in Uber. It's not because I don't like the job, you know, there's good money to be made, but I mean, you know, the expenses are way too high, you know, and yeah, I've been giving it some serious thought recently. I mean, obviously with the way Deliveroo is, you know, you know, my second time was awesome, you know, to make that 20 quid within that hour, you know. Yeah, for Uber, 20 quid, you know, for an hour, for not even doing the mileage. Put it this way, I've probably done less than 2 miles and 20 quid, you know. That's quite good, you know, because you got to think about the mileage at the end of the day. It's not so much the time, it's the mileage you're putting in. And yeah, with Uber you really do put in the miles, and most of the time you're always running off dead miles, so that sucks. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking for a little while because I'm running out of things to say, but I'll leave this running until we get to the restaurant, and then I'll show you exactly what it looks like on the app as soon as I arrive at the restaurant. Been going by the distance of where this restaurant is, it looks as though this has specifically been catered for car drivers, because I don't see a push bike, you know, coming from where they are, because all the push bikes, they all congregate in town, so I don't see a push bike going, you know, 6 minutes. Well, this is 6 minutes drive. I don't know how long it will take if it was a push bike, but yeah, I somehow don't see a push bike going all this way to pick up a delivery. Possibly a scooter, but again, I mean, scooters all congregate in the same area. They all congregate in town, and this is slightly out of town. This is literally 6 minutes, well, 6 minutes drive away from town, which is just under a mile. Caught in a little bit of traffic here. There was a lot of cars on the road on a Friday evening. A lot of cars on the road on a Friday evening. Now I've just checked, obviously, Uber, and it looks as though it's surging, so I'm missing out on surge here. But hey, I'm not going for any grief at the moment, you know. So, and you know, passengers are grief. They could be one big headache and a half. Okay, it looks as though this is going to be on the main road. This where this restaurant is, so I'm not pleased about that. Prospect Street, so here's a main road. Right. The issue down there. Now, the other issue you have, obviously, with Deliveroo is parking. So, you know, if you're in town centre, it's even harder. But, so where is this place now? Apparently it's on the right. There it is. So I'm just going to park up here on the side here. Scrape my alloys up, so let's get this up on the pavement. Make it easier for me. Right, so I am now at the restaurant. Okay, so what I do is when I'm at the restaurant, I just click confirm. Okay, and then on there you'll see obviously the restaurant details. This is the amount of stuff I need to pick up. I need to check each one of them and then obviously swipe that I've collected. But anyway, I'm going to go in now, guys. Sorry guys, I cut you off there. Anyway, I arrived at that Indian restaurant, that Bina restaurant, and they were rude to me. The staff working there. First of all, they told me off that I need to go around the back. Okay, so with Deliveroo, normally there'll be instructions from the restaurant as to where to pick up the food. There's always going to be instructions. But anyway, so I went around the back and I struggled finding the place. It was a narrow road and what have you, and eventually the guy came out and gave me the food. And so the property I went to deliver the food was about 3 minutes away. And yeah, so as soon as I dropped off, I got my next ping, but I had to reject it because it's one of them roads where I don't like to go down because there's so many cameras and what have you. So, but anyway, as soon as I rejected that, I got a next ping come through, and yeah, it's 3 minutes away. So as I said, guys, I mean everything is literally going to be under half a mile away from each other, even including the delivery. So it's not bad going. And I forgot to mention the fact that because I'm doing a super hour at the moment, or surge, each delivery I'm doing is going to be £5.25. So yeah, so as I said, man, you know, so this is going to be my fourth delivery now. Is it my fourth? Yeah, my fourth delivery. Hold on a minute. I did the fish and chips, I did the pizza, I did this Indian there. This is going to be my fourth one now. So yeah, so that's already 20 quid. There you go, and it's not even an hour yet. Well, it's going to come to, yeah, so it's going to be about 20 quid an hour. So yeah, not bad going. So as I said, I mean, it's not the time, it's more the mileage that I'm actually saving here. You know, even if it's on a surge, I mean, in Reading, you know, everyone goes from the outskirts into town, and sometimes that's less than a mile. And if it's non-surge, it's £3 for a mile, basically, you know. So, you know, anything under a mile or a mile is £3. So, you know, you have to weigh out the costs here, you know, and obviously with the dead miles as well. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's dead miles in this job in Deliveroo also. It's just that's not so bad because the dead miles is half a mile or less. So anyway, I'm here now at the next restaurant, River Spice. I think I'm in the right place. Hopefully I'm in the right place. I hope I'm in the right place. And yeah, I'm gonna collect the food, and I shall speak to you guys in a minute, in which case. Okay guys, so we are back on the road again. Just did another delivery. So we are on now our fifth. Well, it would have been my sixth, but it was KFC, and I'm not doing no KFC. You know, those are the cheapskate customers. You know. So yeah. So anyway, we're heading now to the next restaurant, which is going to be Papa John's. So let's see how that goes. But it's weird how Papa John's are jumping on the bandwagon of Deliveroo, because I could have sworn they used to recruit delivery drivers. And look at this joker's on the way, not letting me through. Anyway, Yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm heading down there now. It's going to be about 6 minutes. Again, as you can see, it's just under a mile. 6 minutes because obviously you can see it's red there, so there's a bit of traffic. Standard at the moment. It seems to be the going trend here in Reading at the moment. There's traffic everywhere. But I'm pretty sure it's surging at the moment in Reading because it is traffic. Yeah, because obviously there's not enough drivers on the road, so but no, it's not surging. Okay, so I'm checking on my other phone here and it's not surging in Reading, so fine. So I'll be happy to do this for another hour, see how many I can do in an hour. But yeah, I really need to go try and get you guys to see how an order comes through, and know how I accept it. I think I've showed that to you already, I'm not entirely sure. But time goes so quickly doing this, you know. I started at 7 o'clock and we're at 6 minutes past 8 now, so it's not bad, you know. It's quite a stress. Well, I feel it's stress free because the only people who give you stress really is the restaurant people, because apparently Deliveroo are not updating their system. Because remember the first Indian restaurant I went to, they said to me, oh, I need to go around the back. Well, I said, well, it's not on the app, so sorry about that. And then the second Indian restaurant that I went to earlier, just a moment ago, said the same thing. And I said, look, you guys need to tell Deliveroo that the instructions of where you want the delivery drivers to go. And they said, oh, we've told them loads of times. But anyway, the guy there, I think he's the host or something like that, or a waiter or barman. He comes out, lets me in, and then he says to me, oh, I want to do delivery also. I was like, really? I was like, okay. So he's got his induction next week, and he wants to become an Uber driver also. So we've exchanged details because obviously he wants to find out more about it. I'm not going to discourage him, you know, like some drivers would. I'll try and guide him as much as I can. He seems a little bit misinformed, so I'll keep it real. We've exchanged numbers anyway, so yeah, he'll be in touch, and yeah, we'll see how it goes really. But anyway, I'm heading towards Papa John's now on the Oxford Road in Reading. Traffic is a bit dire at the moment, but like I said, that's pretty normal in Reading. And it's weird that at this time, 8 o'clock in the evening, there's traffic. Goodness. But anyway, I'm doing this for another hour, so I'm doing a 2-hour block today. I'm gonna do this till 9 o'clock, and then obviously from 9 o'clock it'll be picking up the Uber customers for the bar rush. So yeah, I think I've timed this right, and obviously by which point the traffic would have died down by that point. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, guys, I'm not gonna let you guys hang about, so I'll end it here, and I'll log back in again to keep you updated on my next request, or my next pickup. And what's this here? This is £3 worth of tips that you normally don't see when you're in Uber. So £3, not bad for 2 hours work. You know, well, it's not even 2 hours work, but yeah, something that you get regularly on Deliveroo. You do get tips. Okay, so I'm off to do my next job now. Just dropped off this pizza that I had got from Papa John's to this lady who gave me £3 tip, as I showed you earlier. Brilliant stuff. So now I'm heading back into town. So as you can see on the sat nav there, it's about a mile away. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's 8:30 now. You know, this is going to be my 6th job. And yeah, where's this taking me, for God's sake? Oh, look at that, typical. What, can I do a right turn there? Oh, no right turn, brilliant. Okay, anyway, let's do what we can do. Yeah, so anyway, guys, as I was saying, you know, 2 hours work. So far I've done, this is going to be my sixth pickup and deliverer. So, you know, I'm quite pleased with regards to Deliveroo. It's not hard work, you know. The mileage, you don't do a lot of mileage. The mileage literally is it's like I said, it's half a mile to a mile, you know, so you don't get that much dead miles as you would do with Uber. So overall, not bad. So I'm quite pleased with it. What on earth? Look at this. Look at this. Look at what my you just witnessed there. My Google Maps going mad, and this is the problem I'm having at the moment with my phone. Actually, the Google Maps is a little bit unpredictable. So yeah, I can't really rely too much on the Google. Good for a guide, but most of the time I don't rely on it. But in situations like this where I don't know where the house is or the street is, then definitely is worth knowing. Now I just need to get myself back into the center of town, and I'll definitely know where I'm going, and I can just most certainly switch off this this annoying Google map. So yeah, as I explained earlier, guys, you know, Deliveroo is easy. You know, the money's not great, but it's on par with what you'd do normally in Uber if it's not surging. You do a lot less miles, as I keep harping on about. You know, you haven't got any customers who are going to give you grief in the car, or they're not going to rate you. Now with Deliveroo, yes, there is an acceptance rate also, so you need to keep that up. At the moment, my acceptance rate is really bad. It's only because when I first started, no one gave me any guidance. I was logging onto the wrong place. So basically, when I first signed up, I signed up for Deliveroo Editions, but I was logging into Deliveroo Town Centre, and obviously I was wondering, why am I getting pings from obviously the restaurants in the town centre, because that's not what I wanted to do at the beginning. But then obviously once I figured that out, that I was making a mistake and I was logging in the wrong place, then obviously then that's when I start on the next day I did it. Obviously I selected the right zone, and yeah, from then on I was plain sailing. I mean, I do have to reject some restaurants because one, they're either too far, difficult to get to, lots of cameras, or just a cheap ass restaurant like KFC. And you know, going by what driver Joe said to me on one of his videos as well, not to me, but he said on one of his videos that he doesn't want to pick up any KFC. He'll only do McDonald's because it's easy to get to, but he won't do KFC because of the clientele. And yeah, obviously you're damn right. But I never expected to get any tip here with the Papa John's, but I got a tip, and that was £3 tip. So in Reading for Uber, you barely get a tip. But with Deliveroo, I found that I mean, the second night I worked, where I worked in the city centre, I actually made, I think I made about £5 in tips on that 1 hour, you know. So yeah, as I said, yeah, it's a hit and miss, but you're more likely to get a tip in Deliveroo than you are in Uber. And why that's the case, well, let's put it this way: Uber, basically, you know, they educated their customers wrongly in the beginning, the riders, you know, saying that you don't have to tip, you know, and then they contradict themselves a few years later down the line and say, you know, there's a tipping option, you know. So they went totally back on themselves. So hence the reason why it shot all the drivers in the foot, basically, because Uber passengers are just not inclined to leave tips. So yeah, proper bollocks there. Right, guys, I am going to pick up this delivery from ZZ. I am only literally a couple of minutes away. No, we're less than a minute away. I'm going to park up the side here in town and pick up the delivery, and I will be back, as I've literally got about 25 minutes left into my Deliveroo shift, and then I'll be moving on to Uber at 9 o'clock. I think I might go over with Deliveroo, because that's what normally happens. That's the thing about Deliveroo, is that you can go over in your allocated time. Obviously, you don't get paid for it, but if you're getting paid £5.25 per drop, you're not really going to complain, are you? And you're going less than a mile. So yeah, man. Anyway, I will speak to you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, so just dropped off. So this one is going to be my last one now. This is going to Goinara in Whitley Street, which is about it's not too far away from here, really, to be fair. But yeah, and I think this will be the last one for me, really, to be fair, and then I'll probably head back. Well, I'll log off here and then log on to Uber, which looks as though it's quite quiet at the moment, but it's 9 o'clock, so it's early. And then yeah, I think I'll be done. I don't know how long I'm going to do Uber for. Might do it for maybe till about midnight. Do it till about midnight tonight. And then yeah, we'll see how it goes really. Midnight tonight, 1 o'clock, and then tomorrow I'll do the early morning run. So I don't do late nights anymore. You know, I don't do till 3 o'clock in the morning or anything like that. Because it's just not worth the headache, you know, taking home the drunks. You know, so it's bad enough taking the half drunk people. So you know, the almost drunk people, taking them to the clubs because obviously they've had a few drinks already. They're already a bit rowdy. But taking home the drunks, you know, to get them out of grief and headache, and more likely, you know, when you're taking drunks, they're gonna rate you badly, or they're not gonna rate you at all. So, you know, you're just better off avoiding that really. So what I'll do is I'll pack it in normally about midnight, 1 o'clock, wake up early morning, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock, and then do the taking everyone to work really. But you know, there'll be a few strays that obviously just come out of the club, or come out of the restaurant, or come out of the kebab shop or whatever, that, you know, or been hanging around the streets. There'll be a few stray drunks. Again, I try to avoid that, but if I have to pick them up and it's a decent surge, then I'll do it. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. This is the Deliveroo experience for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keen to find out your feedback. And yeah, guys, speak to you later.